The man who created work. This story starts in Chicago, the place where a particular boy was born in 1801. He was the youngest of his brother, and they lived in a farm of Chicago with their mother Flora and their father Elias Disney. In 1911, the family moved to Kansas City, Missouri. The little boy had to work in a publisher company with his father and his brother, but he was unconvinced with his work.
He had always wanted to draw stories, but he drew comics too. So he was drawing political comics from his journal institutes, called The Village Boys, when he decided to follow his brother's dreams. So he had gave the grammar school up and he got into the force, but he had never been in a fight. Conversely, he must have to work by ambulance conductor. While he was working in the force, he found a hobby. He started to draw on his ambulance to hang out, but in 1919 he applied to come back to the United States.
His brother, Roy Disney, gave a job to his brother Walter, drawing publicity for journals, magazines, and films at Bestman Rubin Art Studio. There, he met two Uvai Iworks, and they were really good friends. By the time of 1920, they founded a company called Iworks Disney Commercial Artists. Unfortunately, they didn't achieve a lot of customers, so they entered in Kansas City Film Act.
He was without question fascinated with his new job. There, he learned many things about animation producer, and while he was working there, he took advantage of the material of his work, so he could experiment with new cinematographic techniques. In 1822, he founded Laugh-O-Gram Films Inc. The company was dedicated to create short films like Cinderella or Puss in Boots. However, in 1823, the company crashed. Fortunately, he had been working on a new film. It was Alice Wonderland. When he presented his films to other companies, all customers wanted to work with him. However, he decided to work with his brother Roy, and finally, they created a new company. It was the beginning of Disney Brothers Studio.
Between his best creations there was Mickey Mouse. The character was created to replace Oswald, the Lucky Rabbit, because Disney missed out on his copyright. Other creations were Dumbo, Snow White, and the Seven Dwarfs, Pinocchio, and Fantasy. Unfortunately, after all his successful career run, the Disney production world, Walter Elias Disney was diagnosed with cancer, and finally he died in 1996 for a cardiorespiratory arrest.
You've got a friend in me. You've got a friend in me. When the road looks rough ahead and you're miles and miles from your nice warm bed.